What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Millie, back at it again with another video. As you can tell, I'm in a new location. It is very windy. Anyway, today I thought it was more than fitting, since I am in an abandoned train, to do a little story time with you guys. First, let me apologize if the audio is completely horrible. I don't have a microphone, just the camera, and it might be picking up a lot of wind. Second, I apologize if this video is crooked. I am just setting the camera up with its claw little tripod thing, and it's hanging out of the train right now through a broken window. So if it is crooked, what I want to talk to you guys today about is ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call them. Growing up, I've definitely experienced a few interesting things. Some of the stories that I'm going to be sharing are stuff that I've experienced, and other stories are stories that my family members have experienced. When I was in kindergarten, we moved into a brand new, beautiful two-story home. On the day of the move-in, my sisters were helping my parents move into our new house. When my sisters were upstairs putting some boxes into the room, they heard boxes downstairs fall over and glass shatter all over the place. They ran downstairs thinking these boxes fell over on the hardwood floor, but when they got downstairs, the boxes were still stacked up all the way, everything was fine. So you could say that was the first experience at this house. Growing up, I've always been fascinated by like true crime, murder, missing people, paranormal, and spirits. Little did I know that I too would experience things at this house. So to make all these stories a little easier, there's 5 kids in the family, oldest to youngest: Jennifer, Kayla, Adam, myself, and Joel. There you go. When I was in elementary school, so it was night, my oldest sister was babysitting all of us and we were at the house all alone. Jennifer, Kayla, and I were in Jennifer's room, which is downstairs. Adam was upstairs playing video games and Joel was sleeping. Adam came running downstairs into the room crying. This isn't just a weird old memory of mine. I talked to my siblings about this and we all have the same memory of this event. Adam's story is that he was in my parents' room, went to the bathroom, and when he walked out, he saw something run in front of him and into the closet behind him. He freaked out, came running downstairs crying, told us about it. My 2 sisters were like, okay, let's go check the room. My sisters put both my brothers and I in the same spot downstairs where you could actually see upstairs in the little balcony. Both my brothers and I were hiding under a blanket because we're terrified. When my sisters go into the bedroom, I remember peeking out of the blanket just to see what was going on. When I peeked my head out of the blanket, I saw a black figure run out of my parents' room, across the hall, and into my bedroom at the time. That is that story. Continuously throughout the years, a lot of little things like that would happen. A few weeks after that, my oldest sister and I, we were home alone. Jennifer and I had to go into the garage. As we were walking down the hall towards the laundry room door is shut, and we see the doorknob turned. Both of us. This wasn't just like, oh, that was the blah, 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 blah. And we're just like, nope. We're just not gonna eat, it's fine. Things kind of stopped for a little bit after we told my mom. She went around the house, prayed over it, and things were fine for a few years. Now we get into high school, and this is when things got a little bit more weird. There was one time I was taking a bath, and I'm sitting in the bath while the water's running. I'm letting it fill up, and I have my feet under the water, and all of a sudden, the water turns black. And it wasn't just like a regular black, it was just like this weird foggy black shadow thing coming out of the faucet. I freak out, turn off the water, jump out of the bathtub, wrap myself in a towel, run downstairs, and I tell my mom what had just happened. And we go upstairs and the water was crystal clear. I didn't drain it. There was no like sand in the water. It wasn't like mucky. It was crystal clear. And then a few weeks after that, there was a bunch of people at my house. We're just having dinner one night and I have to go to the bathroom. So I use the downstairs bathroom and I'm just sitting on the toilet. I remember hearing something at the door, and I look at the door and I see the doorknob turn, but really slowly. I see it turning really slowly. And I'm like, someone's in here. And then it just slowly turns back. So I get out of the bathroom and I ask everybody at the house, everyone, hey, were you trying to use the restroom? I'm done, you could use it. And no one said that they used the bathroom. It was just super weird. And then by this time in high school, I became friends with some people that maybe weren't the best influence for this situation. I'm not saying they were bad people. My friend at the time, amazing, great friend, she liked to play with Ouija boards. We were at my house, we watched Mirrors, and she had the Ouija board at my house. We didn't use it at the house, didn't want to, but she did have it at the house overnight. Now, after that night, this is where things got really weird. It was the following week and I was going to bed. I was laying down in like my princess pose. My friend called it that because I would sleep on my back. So I had like my hands on my chest. Laying on my back, and I have the covers up and I'm just sleeping there, you know, when you're in La La Land and you kind of hear what's going on, but you don't react to it because you're kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but you're in this La La Land state. In this La La Land state, I'm asleep and I just like feel something moving down my chest. And I'm thinking it's my dream, and then it goes further and I start feeling it on my stomach, and then I realize like in real life I'm feeling something on me. And I opened my eyes and my blanket had been pulled from my chest down to my mid-thighs. What? I probably should have like ran and told somebody, but instead I just pulled the blankets over my head and hid under the blankets because that's a good idea, right? That keeps you safe. I didn't want to tell my mom because I didn't want to tell her that my friend and I had watched a scary movie and that she had a Ouija board at the house. I was terrified, but I didn't want to get in trouble either. And then 3 days later, my mom picks me up from school and she goes, "Did you and Becky watch a scary movie the night she stayed over?"
Yeah, why?
And she's like, "The weirdest thing happened to me today." So she told me this story. So my mom's in her room and she's writing her book and she hears somebody knock downstairs. Mom goes downstairs, checks the door. No one's at the door. As she's going to go up the stairs, she hears knocking again, but it's not from the front door, it's from the kitchen. So our downstairs is like a circle. Front door, back door, and then the back door is where the kitchen area is. So she goes to the kitchen, looks outside. We have a huge window in our kitchen. She checks. Nothing. As she turns her back to the kitchen, the second her foot goes into the dining room, banging on the window. She turns around, nothing. She was like, somebody must have let something into the house. So she asked me, and I was like,
I'm sorry, Mom.
So everything was fine for a few years. There's one more. The most recent experience that I've had, which is probably the most terrifying one, this one happened about 2 years ago. I was home alone. I was in the kitchen. Again, the kitchen. I don't even think anything started this. There wasn't like a build up to anything. It was just, I was in the kitchen, and when I was going to leave the kitchen, I heard somebody go, but with a little bit more of a man's voice, saying like somebody whispered hey to me. And I turned around and nobody was there. Obviously I'm home alone. All the doors are shut, the windows are shut. You wouldn't be able to hear somebody whisper from outside. And I grabbed a knife, texted my parents, texted my brother, went to the corner of a house and just like back to the corner, had a knife just sitting there. When my parents got home, my dad walked around the house. Nobody was there. That was the last crazy experience I had. Now I'm fine. Everything is great, guys. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Those are just a few of the actual like scariest things that just came to my head. I didn't really plan to do this video, so if you guys want another video like this, I would be more than happy to film another scary story for you guys. This is it. Super short, sweet, full of me. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks. Bye. What? Isn't it a nice setup?
That is some good lighting right there.
I'm just worried the wind and the audio, so we'll see.
Oh yeah.